Okay, so I've been quite a been busy with bit of different builds and just farming and having fun with the SR's what is it called, Guardian. There we go. And trying to improve the build. I did have a couple of tests as well. Like I did see that people had 5 slots here, and I wanted to try mine out and see if I could upgrade it. Trying to improve. But unfortunately, the enemies within that dungeon, I am not able to kill them at all. Like, with the current setup, weirdly enough, so I have to improve it.
Everybody peeking in.
In okay, first things first. These are not 6 links, my main weapon and my chest piece. So that's a huge problem. Now the second one is I do have another item that is usable for this character. This one, Flesh Crafter. Now it's not 6 link, it's 5 link. I spent 1 divine on it, and the other if I wanted a 6 link, it would cost at least 3 divines, I think it was. And at the moment at the time I was playing with my minion build and thought, yeah, I can switch it around a couple of times with the coloring when I'm using it on my SR's build, or I'm using it on my totem build. So hence why I have that chest in my inventory there, and I'm not using it because it does not have the correct colors. It is missing blue, and I'm out of chromas, so that's one of the things as well. And yes, I did try farm with my SRS build Guardian, but I felt like, yes, it is doing somewhat semi-safe fights, but it is much slower than my totem build, like much slower. Like for example, I can just keep doing this and still move around, right? With as ours build Guardian, its movement speed is a bit slower and cast speed as well, comparing to this one. So it lacks in speed, but the damage is there as well. It is pretty fun to use. Though right now, totem build is my go-to farm. Even with the what is called Trials of Ancestors. The reason I wanted was the minion build with Guardian. I wanted to see how good it was in the trial, and I thought, yeah, let's see. Let me spend some couple of currencies, and yes, it worked like pretty well. But now, now that I'm fighting higher level enemies, there is an issue. The enemies are not being slowed. Oh yeah, it's also with this issue I'm having it with this totem build, is the enemies are not being slowed with cold or frozen. That's a huge issue. Because also one of the thing is, for some reason, let's say the enemies are coming from the right side of the screen here, right? There are 3 guardians here. The attackers, I mean, of my totem. And I placed a bunch of totems. They will slow your enemy down, right? That's the first initial thought I had. No. It does not slow them down. It doesn't target the protective guardian totems. They just go straight at me. Without being slowed. That's a huge issue that I'm currently having with the Trial of Ascendancy. Ancestors, I mean. Oh crap. I think that's about it with the current situation. I did farm a lot of chaos orbs with my, what's his name? Guardian. When I started yesterday farming and doing the trial, I didn't have any currency at all. And now that I have been farming the trial, I think I was earlier today up at 100 chaos. So it is pretty decent farm. If you want safe game, like for example, when you do mapping, you have to take consideration of the fact that your portals are limited to use, so you must not die. And if you do the Trial of Ancestors, there is a limitation of what you can do, but at the same time, there's unlimited tries. Like you use up a silver coin per I think. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but that's what I've been doing. Like I used up in silver coin and that's it. I start the game, start it up. What else? What else? I did buy. What did I buy? There was one thing. You know the. I think I have it here. I tested it out. There it is. These type of tattoos increase rarities like that, and there is a tattoo that increase. There's a chance of the enemies will explode when dying at 1/10 of their HP or some max HP or something like that. So I tried it out on the minion build, but it kind of went weird because I think the explosion is happening on your body, not where the enemy died. But the way they worded it's where the enemy dies, not at you. So I'm kind of confused how it works. So I just let that be for the time being. And I believe I bought for 3 of those. That's like 30 chaos from the looks of it. Since I have 70 and I had 100 when I wasn't... When I didn't buy, I bought them. So now I'm just back at farming mode. Not really back at farming mode, more like I haven't actually farmed on mappings. Oh wait, trials, I need that. Just to be sure, let me place it here. I could buy one, but right now I don't want to waste my... I don't want to use my chaos. Now, there are a couple of auras that I do need to try fix out on my build, which, like for me, I don't really care that much. As long as it works, I'm fine with it. Like, for right now, as you can see, it's working. But I could look around other builds and see what am I dying? No. What actually is working? What kind of auras that I do need to use. But right now, these auras that I'm using are... I don't really have any issues with them. I'm not even sure if they are even boosting me. I need to check it actually. Same thing with my minion build. That's what I have. Like, I have the auras, but I don't know if the auras are Oh, that kind of did damage, that one. The trap. These are dangerous, okay. So I have to be careful. Like right now, as I can see, I'm not really dying. My previously, if I did touch these blades, I would instantaneously die. Oh dear, why am I... Stop talking, let me focus. I need to complete this. Okay. Previously, I would instantly die. Also, I'm not sure if it is this character, but I thought I had arrogance. Yeah, it should have an arrogance. Oh, that's why. I do not have... Okay, I see now. I do not have this item. The boots is really it's so good for the time being. It has high amount of fire resistance and cold resistance, which I need, and it has 30% movement speed, which also I need, and health regeneration. It's a bonus. I do need a new necklace actually. I don't even have my build necklace. I don't remember what I need, but if I remember correctly, it was very expensive. That's why I didn't want to upgrade. Oh dear, I didn't want to upgrade my totem build because the current items that I need are expensive side of the build, and I try not to spend so much. As long as I don't get focused, this build is so good. The totem build. That's not what I wanted to pick up. Wait, did I complete it? Why did I not get a bonus? Oh, I didn't complete the bonus maybe? Wait, I did complete the labyrinth. Whoa. That was weird. Then what is the bonus? I killed the last boss, I completed the labyrinth, the side bonus, and does not look like there are other events around. I'm trying to look for one and see if I missed. Also, there's a huge bonus. Like, at the moment, yes, it is very low chance, but I never thought this one was so convenient. There's a 25% to open nearby chest when you cast a spell. Now, there are unfortunate moments, yes, that happened before where I thought I forget that I had it, but that was in the early start of the farming, and now that I have learned about it, I never made that mistake again. There are so many moments where you just stand in between and press ability. Every chest around it, they would open. That felt so good. And the event chests, that also counts for that. So I'm not sure if let's say there's an event chest that says if you open it you will freeze. I'm not sure if it's bypassed that, because I haven't been frozen not once at all. Or burning. Okay, let's try the last labyrinth. Wait, gain arcane surge when you or your totem hit an enemy with spell. What was arcane surge? I think it was cast speed, right? Okay, be right back. Oh, this is linked. Wait. Ah, there it is. Increases car speed and mana regeneration rate for 4 seconds. Okay, let me check my build. What is the third? Bonnie! Bonnie! Come here! Come here! Be quiet! It's middle of the night. You wake your neighbors. Stop yelling top of your lung. Yeah, I'm opening up path of building at the moment, but since I am streaming and I have the game running, it takes a while for it to load up. Ah, okay, so 10% of damage taken before life. Wait. Okay. So I add more. Because I do recall I do have a ability that I have activated. It's there. 40% of damage taken is mana before life. So I'm just hoping it will be okay. Oh right, I can just reset it. Never mind. I thought I had. I don't know why. For a moment, I thought I had to restart, retry the trial. What's that? What do I have? Wait a minute. Okay. Oh no, the boot enchantment. If I should get it, I'm not able to get it because it is a mirrored item. It cannot be enchanted. That is bad. I might actually look up new boot. No. New helmet. Because I do recall there is a helmet enchantment that I do need. I think it improves ice spear damage or freezing pulse damage. It's one of those. Ah, blah 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 blah. Am I going correct path? I don't know. I hope so. Because I don't want to walk back. Yes, good.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. The essence
a bit slow on the killing. I'm kind of worried at the end. I mean, the end part of the fight. Why is it giving me a weird layout that I'm not used to? Should I try it? Nah, yes, nah, yes. Let's do it. No, I thought it was killing an enemy, not an actual door opening mechanic puzzle, whatever that is. Now there is, if you want to build this build, totem build, oh, I should, oh, no. I'm panicking. I was gonna say, if you want to build this build, I should chest. Don't buy the like if you are a new player and don't really know what it is that you what you do whatever the guide tells you. I would suggest don't do it with about the gears, like the armor stuff. If you do not have the currency for it, I would suggest get armors that has 2 stats like this one, fire resistance, lightning resistance, that has high numbers on them, on gloves, boots, helmet, chest. The rest are bonuses basically. As you can see, even with this just amount of defense, I'm doing pretty good. That's what I wanted to do this when I wanted to try this season to see this method how it works. Because every time someone recommends an item from a specific build, it's always overpriced. You always panic. Don't you dare explode. Okay, as I was saying, it's always overpriced, and some of them can be out of reach with currencies for a good amount of time. Just get a simple armor. That what I wish I should just like that you can use for a long time until you have whatever it is that you need and have the money for it. Now I should just, a lot of people would suggest, oh, get a unique item and such. I would suggest get a yellow item, whatever they call rare, right? rare item, the reasoning is it's cheaper. Where am I going? It's cheaper. The reason this one, it has high amount of stats. Even projectile attack damage, right? I got mine for what was it? It was 10. Majority of items that I got are 10 chaos, except for the helmet, since it has 47. I think it was at around 20 chaos. Everything, all of those rare items, it's so cheap. While people suggest, oh, you should get a... Oh, no. You should get a unique item that is this and that. But that cost... Wait. Am I... This leads back. Now... There... I would also suggest take it easy, like... Don't go full on. Follow a guide. 100%. Yes, you are supposed to get a decent build so you can do boss killing or whatnot, right? But it also would be a good idea is have fun, test your own build. That's what I found out like way after I've been following guides non-stop. Like, have fun, enjoy your, try out your build and see what you can get out with. Like, that is your learning curve. Like, what I have found out with Path of Exile is Path of Exile is not just, or you, oh crap, it's not just you try it once and then move, play it for 20 hours, then you complete it. No. It's a long-term commitment of the game. No. Are you telling me I need the key? Wait, did I pick it up? Oh, I got it. Okay. No, that's not the key. Are you telling... This might be risky. I don't remember what I need to do, but I think I do need to get the key first. But the thing is, what confuses me is... Let me... Oh, that stupid fire. What confuses me is... This one does not have a key icon. This one does. Silver cash. Silver. Oh, I need silver key. So it is somewhere here. Let me double check. Yeah. It is here. So that is the chest that I have passed multiple times. I believe down here, yeah. That one, silver chest.
Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door.
Now, if you want to play those games that are 100% of someone else's gameplay, and you just want that damage that they're showcasing, oh, you can do that. It is also fun, but at the same time, if you accidentally make a tiny bit of mistake, that damage output won't be exactly that amount of damage, and it would frustrate you so much.
Apparently,
I forgot about that.
this is the ending you deserve.
Ah, that tiny mistake that you make, like the one I just did, will frustrate you so much that it is so soul crushing. Because you could, even though you have everything, you have the gear set up, you have the link set up, you have the potion set up, and when you look at it, you see everything is perfectly aligned, right? But what you fail to notice is there is a text right here that is missing. Let's say some sort of a added passive that you are missing that is really, really crucial for your build. Those are tiny things that are, when you're not doing your build, that can frustrate you. And that type of thing, it's really common in this game, I would say. Oh yeah, let me see here if I can. Oh, I don't have chromas. Okay. Um. Okay, that is unfortunate. The game crashed. Not the game, the stream crashed. Actually, let me turn off everything. I Okay, that should be good. Hopefully that would fix it. Yeah, currently I am having issues with my PC. I did send it to repair, but they said that my GPU is basically giving up. Ow. And I do need to save up for a new GPU, and which I am. End of the month I would get a new GPU, like in 2 days maybe. I would order a new GPU and new power supply. Oh, that's gonna be expensive. Well, the power supply, if I remember correctly, is not that expensive. It's mostly the GPU and possibly one more RAM of one more of RAM stick. But I'm gonna try and see if I can get another increase edge. So it is improved on everything.
You're alive.
Now, if the stream crash one more time, I'm stopping streaming for today, but I am gonna still continue farming.
Seems risky.
Okay. Wait. Is there more? Fuck.
Seems risky.
Okay, let's go with this.
Stay safe.
There you go. Just to be sure, double checking everything. Okay, there we go. We got the point. And oh, I guess that's a good, maybe good A leveling bow. I am gonna level up a what is it called, ranger. I was kind of level up a ranger and stream it now, but I thought the other times I have streamed, it is something to do with any character leveling. Wait, where am I going? Actually, I'm not even sure where am I going towards. I can do strong boxes, yeah. I always like strong box. Except for the debuff mechanic of it. The part where you open the chest, I like the part of that. It might not be very beneficial or rewarding, but at the same time, it's very simple. Let's test out, right? This one. Cast. See, it opened it. I didn't click it. That's the benefit of this this 25% nearby chest opening. Is I can stay away from it and open it, so I don't have to get attacked and try find my positioning. I can already find my positioning and then open it. At first, way back then, when I actually think about it, I did read it before with another build. I think I did. I thought that's useless. I don't want that. I would rather prefer a actual stat point where it gives me more increased attacks. But now that I am more well aware of builds, mechanics, debuffs, and negative debuffs from the chests and such, they have been annoying me to a point. It's almost, what can you call it, angering. But after that, like after I got the character built up and found about that chest opening, refound it more like it. I've been having so much fun with it. Like, it's just simple things that makes you keep wanting to play. At first, you start to play. Oh, it's the big damage. We want the big damage. But quickly you learn. Oh, for you to do damage, you have to end the end game of the mapping, and to reach that mapping, you have to go through 1 to 16 maps. But to do that, you have to do high amount of that high level required of maps where your build is perfect. But to do perfect build, you must understand builds and how to play your build. And to do that, like, it's stapling on and on and on. At first, you get overwhelmed. Secondly, it literally drains your soul, like thinking, but I want to play that thing. But at the same time, it is not quick enough. You don't get the damage output quickly as you thought, so it is time consuming. It's taking away your time. That means you have to farm more. Then you realize that you need to farm even more. Those are the small things that you notice you're on your journey of Path of Exile. And then you realize, you know what? Forget it. Have fun. You see all the streamers, all the YouTubers, they having their builds and whatnot. That's because they already understand the game to a certain degree. While you are a new player, cannot comprehend is what even is good or bad, because there are so many stats that you have to pay attention to. You are overwhelmed of, oh god, overwhelmed of informations. On top of that, stupid mechanics like skins, not mechanic, more like stupid skins. Of course they want to more money, but they are releasing the unoptimized bullshit shaders, and you cannot turn them off of other players because they are they are unoptimized. That means your PC is gonna lag if there are multiple people that have high effect skins and shaders in town, which has happened multiple times. That's the main reason I do not like going into towns in this game, is it makes you lag. Like right now, I'm not lagging. I'm having fun. This is fun. I'm here enjoying my own effects, my own things. But the moment you join a town, boom, overload of skins. Boom, here you are. You get another lag. Boom, why is it no one is attacking this? What's going on? Like, I don't mind the fact that I see other people in town. It makes your experience somewhat feel, oh yeah, there are other people here, like that. When you play by yourself, but at the same time, all of a sudden, it annoys you. Thinking, fuck, there are people here. Like that, right? Because if those people have skins, they will lag your game, they will freeze your game, and their effects that they have bought, if you want to play multiplayer, can also even make your gameplay worse, because those effects are unoptimized as well. And when I say unoptimized is all the people that think saying, oh, but they are optimized, you are able to see it as a singular effect, right? They will start whining and saying it's perfect. No, it's not. If you have aligned, let's say with this, each totem here, you align them together and add another 10. It shouldn't lag you. It's just objects. The shaders are in front of you, right? You add another 10. It shouldn't lag you either. Another 10. It shouldn't lag you. Now, if you are in town and someone is using particles and effects, if you just add 2 people, it will lag you. You will see your frame rate drop exponentially. Now, if you add 4 more people, that makes it even worse. That is called unoptimized. For those that think that they are optimized, you twits. Anyway, I'm getting angry. I shouldn't get angry. It's just predatory monetization and stupid people. Okay. So, what else? At first, with stats, right? You kind of comprehend at first if you look at this. Oh no, not that. This one. It's like any game that you see. Dexterity, maximum life, and multiple resistances. It would be understandable. It is very simple, yes. Now, if you add another, like accuracy. Now you may be thinking, what is accuracy in? Anyway. But you recall, oh, that accuracy is something to do with shooting. Because you have to be accurately hit your target. Or hitting, maybe. It can be used in that manner, but the majority of in gaming world it is something to do with shooting. And then your mind starts to race. Wait a minute. If I am changing my accuracy, what else can I change? Then you start to notice life regeneration, evasion rating, and armors. That means I can become more tanky. And I'm running in circles. What am I doing? I'm backtracking. God damn. Okay, let me go back. And once those stats are starting to comprehend, oh, those are good for my character, but am I actually building towards those stats? As in, for example, spell damage, energy shield, and weirdly enough, a totem. But you see, start to think, what is totem? Totem is life. Totem is everything. Nah. Then you will start to ask questions in chat. What is totem? And someone randomly would be kind enough out there, depending on what type of chat that you are in, troll you or tell you right away what is a totem is, and but majority of them are kind enough to tell you, oh, it's an ability. But you would think, but how do I get that ability? Because I have an improvement to totems stat based on my item. Then someone also will tell you, oh, you can buy it in the vendor or from someone else. But you don't remember other people advertising. Then you realize you can buy it in the market. What is the market? How do I get there? Oh, you go to their homepage. Okay. And once you are in their homepage, you would start to feel, you will see a search bar that you type in totem ability. Nothing seems to working. And then you Google or ask it out once more in the chat, what is and what should I do? Someone explains you have to type the correct ability name, and once you have done that, you will see a lot of currency based totem gems. And after that, you would buy one totem and you use it. But when you're about to put it in your gear, you notice the coloring of it is not correct on the item slot that you have. Then you come down to that rabbit hole. Whoa! Rabbit hole of trying to modify your gear. Now, the way I say it like that is, it says you need to change 6-slot item here. Now this 5-slotted item to 6-slotted item. And you may be thinking, oh, I just have to do that. But how do I do that? Oh, you have to use those sockets items. All you have to do is right click it, left click the item that you want. And we thought, oh, that's simple. And all of when you click your socket in with your right click and you left click the item that you want to have 6 sockets in with, and all of a sudden all those lovely sockets that you have disappear into one. You started to panic. What happened? What just happened? And you look at your socket. What? But it says you add a number of sockets. It doesn't say remove. But that's the thing that you have to pay attention to. It says, and the item reforces the numbers. It does not say add. But then you get angry and nervous because you can no longer use your build. The reasoning is for that nervosity is you now have 5 gems that are not being used. You start to think, how do I fix it? Do I add one more reforge it? And you do it again. Only 2 sockets. The horrors start to seep into your mind. of realizing how much of those items you need, and you right click again to see if it increases. Instead of increasing, it went down to one more socket. And yet, that horrifying realization start to go into your mind. This is random. And then you keep clicking and clicking and clicking. Those sockets does not go above 3 sockets. And you become even more nervous. The more you use, the less you have it. The nervosity of realizing what is happening and how many resources that you have, and you do not have the currency to buy new ones, that since you already seen it costs chaos orbs and you just reached the ending of the Act 10 for the first time. Now, luckily, you get 4 sockets in one of your tries. You're starting to feel at ease. You start to feel the hope. Whoa. And just like that, you get smacked in the face. And it goes down to 1 socket. The last 10 of those items that you need to improve the socket's amount of your item slowly going down as you click and click and click. At the end of it, you I'm sorry, I got distracted. At the end of it, you start to see bigger. Now, it's up to 5 again. Unfortunately, out of your nervous finger, you accidentally double clicked and it went down to 2. With the last sockets, you were able to change it into 4 slots. And you were relieved at least that is the amount that you need to make your ability to do enough damage for your mapping or leveling or farming, whatever it is that you're doing. You sigh in regret and in pain and relief at the same time. You somewhat salvaged 2 mistakes that you've done. You try to change a 5-slotted item. On top of that, you accidentally double clicked while trying to fix it when you don't really have materials. But hey, what is that? Why is my abilities not working? Why is it not doing any damage? Wait a minute. I'm not able to input my gems. What's going on? I have the slots. Then you realize those gem slots are wrong color. And then you ask in chat, how do I change the colors of my item sockets? And you get linked an item in the chat saying, oh, you need chroma chromatics, and you hurriedly check what you have. Oh, you have 20, that should be enough. It's only 4. So that shouldn't be a problem. So what you needed is 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green, and what else? Yeah, wait. 2 green, let's say that. Yeah. 2 greens, 1 red, 1 blue. As you were changing the color for the first time, you notice all of them are green. Nothing. And next chroma. Next. All of them are green. Why is it not changing? On the fourth try, you get 1 red, 3 green. You start to feel, okay, that's the color that I need. That is going to the right path. But as you go, it keeps having 3 green, and the last slot keep changing from green, red, and blue. You cannot comprehend what's going on. You have the chroma, you have the randomness, but in those randomness of the item, how can it keep having 3 greens? You still don't understand what's going on. As you go changing, all of a sudden you get 2 blue, 2 green. That's not the correct path you want, but those are the 2 colors that you need. But you must continue, otherwise your build won't be working. Or your damage output won't be high enough. You keep telling yourself, I'm gonna get it. It's gonna happen. As you go changing the colors of your item, it keeps going back to green. And then the end of it, you did get the correct coloring that you want. You can't understand why. In your anger, you type in chat saying, why the hell is it keep getting the damn green color in multitude of my sockets? Oh, someone says in the chat. I can explain that to you. And you nervously and excitedly anticipating his answer. He explains each type of armor has higher chance of getting their correct color pattern of their own. And you can understand what of their own. What do you mean of their own? That means this one, it is dexterity and int. The higher each and strength. Each of those higher stats, that means the colors would lean more towards those two stats. And you still don't understand what it means. Oh, it means that you need to see the item that you holding in your gear. For example, this one is a bit more simple to explain. Strength and dex. Strength is red. Dex is green. That means it would the colors would lean more towards those areas. Like if your strength is high, it would get more red colors rather than blue. Now it would almost be impossible to get blue at the lower tier part of the sockets. That's the thing that no one tells you, no one explains it to you until it's too late. Now, as you even with that explanation, you somewhat understand, okay, it is randomness within those color specific areas of stats, however you can call it. But later on, as you try to link your item slots, it keeps going from first socket to second, like that, and that, and it removed it every time you try to change the socket with a fusing to at the bottom and top like that, but never connected. They never connected. But those fusings that you have done so far, you manage to still fuse it together because it does not require that much. And later on, eventually in your journey, you will understand sometimes you can use up to 10 fusing. But what you fail to notice is in crafting bench, in your base hideout, you can use the crafting bench and create the links of how many swords that you want with that low amount of fuse material. That way, that's cheaper. Now let's go back to sockets in the crafting bench. Now, no one explained to you either what you can do with crafting bench. Now, with sockets, if you are trying to get the correct coloring, what you do is, let's say this clubs, right? You change the sockets to 2 and use chroma to whatever stat is you have less likely to get. So in this case, it would be dexterity. So you would get whatever amount of green sockets that you want, let's say on these first 2. And once you get that, you add another socket. You choose the enchantment that it says add a socket. 3 sockets, I believe it was. And if you add it and you did not get the color that you want, you go back to 2 sockets and add 3 sockets, and until you get the color that you want. Now you may be wondering, why would I waste my sockets like that? Now it is that way, it is way cheaper. Way cheaper. Of course it lands on the... Okay, let me experiment and tell you. Now this is strength based, so majority of the slots, of item slots, would be red. Main majority of time when you're trying to change the coloring, right? So what you do is, right now it has 1, so you add another one. So we got green. So it is somewhat rare, so we're gonna keep that. And we add 3. We don't want red on the third one, So we go back to 2. And we go back to 3. Adding 3. That's another red. We don't want that. So we go back to 2. Add 3. Another red. So there's that process of you gambling with sockets on gloves, boots, helmet, because those are easier to modify comparing to a two-hander. Staff and chest piece. Those require 6 link, 6 socketed, and those are, I believe, 1,200, I think it was, or something. It is very expensive. That's not something that you should be doing. Unless you are so high end that you have been farming. You can just outright link them. So what you do is just go back and forth between 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 until you want the correct coloring. Now, no one tells you that either. I found out about it on YouTube guide. Now, as you level and doing mapping, trying to understand slowly your progression, what it is that you need to do. As you level, doing mapping over and over and over, you can understand why you are not getting better loot. You can understand why your maps does not increase in levels. You spend 1 hour trying to understand. You farm trying to think it's gonna drop a higher tier map. It's gonna drop. Don't worry. To a point, it annoys you. You're starting to think, what is happening? How is everyone else able to reach past map 6 so fast? I'm barely able to go back past it for hours and at the corner of your screen you see a button where your experience points is and where you can level up your talents points, and then you slowly realize, what is that? As you were thinking, maybe it is something that I need to click, and I don't have nothing better to do. I'm just farming, and when you click it, I can remember the button. this appears. And you're like, what is this? And you starting to look around. Oh, this gives me 4% chance one monster of each of your map drop a connected map. And then this one says another connected map. This one says another connected map. Connected map. Connected map. Then you start to understand this is improvement to the mapping. And you think you understand it, and you say, oh, that is good. But I have only 10 points. But how do I get the points? How did I get them? How? You start to look around on your screen. Where is the experience bar? Because if you get points, that means you get... There's something that leveled it. You can't see it. Ow, what? That's what we're saying. As you get frustrated. And you Google it. And you can understand what it's saying. And then you try to look around YouTube, find solutions. All those type search that you have typed in, none of them seems to hit correctly because you misspelled something. Now you were thinking, okay, let me go to the chat and ask what it is that I need to do. Someone says quickly, as you don't really understand or comprehend what it means. Oh, it's on the map. All you have to do is read it. You were like, what? What does he mean by that? When you're looking at a map, it just says level and name, nothing else. And you were like, and he says, oh, if you haven't done it, it will tell you. And you were confused. How do I know and see what I have done? You're looking through the map icon over and over and over, and you cannot understand what he means by, oh, it's on the map. Wait a minute, maybe he's talking about the skill tree of the mapping. Okay, let's go back. No, there is nothing. It doesn't tell me. Right? Where is it? Where is it? You get frustrated. What does he mean by that? And as you were getting frustrated, you were like, okay, I am too frustrated. I need to leave it as it is. Let me try again. Can someone explain me what he means it's on the map? Someone says, just look at the map. It's on the map. It tells you it's on the map. And you double checked the map icon again. You don't see any difference. You don't see what it is. what they talking about. Now let me show you. Here it is. Does it tell you where it is? If you have completed it or not? No. Now the guy in the chat tells me it tells me it is on the map. And you're like, oh, maybe he's lying. Maybe he's trolling me. Just because I'm new. But why would the other guy would say the same thing? Your mind ponders over the information that has been given you. But wait. Before I opened those point system, I did accidentally open this. And you think, wait a minute, this is another one. Wait, these are map names. And you realize, these are the ones that I have completed. This is the map they're talking about. Right? No. Technically yes, but no. What they meant is, if you hover over your mouse and press Alt, a new information would appear saying, have you completed the map? Atlas map. It says no. Have I done the bonus objective of the map? No, that is the events like kill this and do this event, whatever. Now if you go back to Atlas, as you progress, but wait a minute. As you were progressing, you started to see some parts of the maps. You don't get them. And you were like, why am I not getting that specific map? I've been farming for hours. Ow, what the heck? He just nutted on me. You've been farming for hours and hours and hours. And yet those maps don't appear. To be continued. Where the heck is my portal? I thought it was close by. Where did I place it? Oh. Wait, is there a corrupted portal here? But that's basically all my experience with Path of Exile has been when I'm trying to understand, even comprehend, without getting help. From anyone, except for when I'm asking for it. That's my experience has been. So after endless of farming, endless of exploring, you've gotten enough items, but those items you see in the market are so expensive. But wait a minute, those items have stats that my item drops don't have. How is that possible? You try to comprehend what is going on. You're looking at the market item and keep hovering over it, thinking, what am I missing? What am I not seeing? Show me the way. You try to comprehend the item. After a while, you read it over and over and over. It doesn't tell you anything. So, you try to drop in keywords in Google search of the item as you of those items stats that you don't have, and it will tell you can craft it, and you were like, what do you mean? Oh yeah, that's right, we do have a crafting bench. But as you further read into crafting bench explanation tutorial, whatever you call it,
Keep the cargo rolling.
I lend you my strength, ally.
I'm not there, stupid. I'm in the corner.
I must have time to gather.
As you slowly realizing wait, where is he? Wait, did I went?
You've won the battle, exile, but the war rages. Take them. They're yours. It's
Okay,
plenty more where they came from, but I don't expect you to
Crap.
get them.
I
Salam.
lost track where I was with my story.
Be careful.
As you try to read information on crafting bench, the further you read, the further you go understand a lot more stats that you never seen in your stats on the crafting bench. Slowly you realize how can I
We can arrive at an accord.
give me a moment. How can I create such an item? But how can, and as you were thinking,
Push others down.
I want this specific item
Simple
stat.
result of a complicated plan. Spare my life. I'm on the verge of implementing it. Bargaining and interrogation ambition are all the same in the end.
You hear a lot of things when you spend
So
enough time
excitedly,
alone. You're a smart one,
giggling
exile.
like a little girl. I'm gonna become strong. You went over towards the crafting bench and thinking you're gonna become strong. Stronger than ever. As you place your item in the crafting bench, as you scroll down the items, you're slowly realizing the stats that you want, the stats that you read, they're not there. You were like, why are they not here? Maybe I placed the wrong crafting bench. You looking through your list of items, of modifying your hideout as you progressing through, trying to figure out your vendor, if it's wrong or not. You realize, wait a minute, it is crafting. That means there are recipes, but that means you have to acquire it. But I remember while doing mapping, I got a bunch of recipes. That means it is somewhere in the game that you can acquire it. You Google it. Oh, this specific stat. And then it tells you it is in the mines. And you were like, mines? What is that? I don't remember anything that has related to mines. As you progress through the list. Oh, that's actually good. That might be an upgrade. Ah, no. Maybe, wait. Damage. Does that apply to spells? I wonder. Well, let me just go do this. Anyway, as you progress through reading, excuse me. As you progress through reading and going further with the information, how to obtain, and you read the mines, and as you try to remember what type of areas that you've been on, you don't remember any mine. Wait a minute. All of a sudden, I remember while leveling, there was a mission about mines. You try to remember how you got there, how you entered the mines, and what it was talking about. You backtrack the areas that you've been on, and then as you were doing, As you were exploring while backtracking, you realized something. On your map teleportation, there are buttons on the right side. Then you realize one of them leads towards the mines that you did indeed quest with back then while leveling. And as you enter, you come to realization there is no introduction. There is no one explaining you. But what you fail to remember, there was introduction. There was tutorials showcasing you how to do it. But you've been farming, you've been leveling, you've been questing that you forgot about this specific area.
Be careful.
Because you were information bombarded. And you think, how can I forget this important thing? But as you try to remember what has been said, what is need to be done, you realize as you were clicking around, there's a upgrade bench right next to the NPC. As you were exploring, then you realize those stats that it is showing, it is improvements. That means you have to improve. But what does it improve? It just says light, dynamite, flares, dwelling further down the mines. You wonder, is that a good idea? But that's what the recipe says. It's down there, so you keep going. Because you want the best enchantment that you've seen. It's down there. As you progress on searching,
I must have time to gather my
you notice the teleport to the mine is clickable. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. Ugh. So you try to click around on the map since it's showing a huge map of each node that needs to be click, which are clickable. Blah, ah. Sorry, I got distracted by bombs. As I was saying, as you were seeing the map, you realize those nodes that you see are clickable. Clickable. Clickable? Is that? Clickable. Yeah, okay. I don't know why, but they were saying it like that. It sounds weird and wrong. I don't know why, but anyway. Those nodes are clickable and you start to feel, oh, that's a lot of nodes. Do I have to pick every single one of them? As you were leveling, you do not remember that you have done these mines, that it did explain you how to do it. So unfortunately, you clicked random node and you were like, oh, that's how you do it. Okay, let me keep going further towards the right side of the node, because that seems to be correct. As you progress towards the right side of the map or the screen, you suddenly get a notification. You cannot enter. And you are out of energy. And you were like, what do you mean out of energy? What is that? Sulfite. But then you remember while mapping, you've been gathering sulfite stuff.
Job never ends.
That means you need to farm sulfite if you want to progress further. So you spend a couple of hours going towards the right side. As you're progressing, having fun with understanding the mines, you fail to notice that is right. You were there for a specific reason. As you remember the reason, as you try to create your item, you get distracted. As you were distracted and you were thinking, damn it, but it was okay. At least it was fun. But how much further do I need to go towards the right side? I don't understand. I don't remember the explanation. So you decide to Google it or YouTube, whatever works. And it tells you you're not supposed to go to the right or left unless you want specific material from those areas. And you were like, what do you mean? If you're actually paying attention to the map, mining map, it tells you on the left side the levels of the mine, and you will like, oh, that's where the levels are. But you don't remember the levels that you need, so you backtrack the guide that you read of how to do the crafting table. And as you were finding it, it said that specific number. Let's say 100. Let's say 50. That's easier. So you read on the left side. Oh, I just have to scroll down. Level 50. But as you were leveling, and little card start to move on its own. Slowly. And you can understand how do I make it faster. But the thing is, you fail to notice is the enemies are hitting quite amount of high damage. And you were like, what is going on? Why can I... Is this another level limitation that I have reached? What is going on? Why is my damage tankiness bad here? But as you looking at and as you fail doing the mines, you looking at the map again towards the mines, seeing what you have failed to see previously. The level of the monsters in the mines. And you were like, oh, but I'm only level this amount, but my build is not good enough. I only have 4 links on my chest piece, and my weapon not so good. That's why I needed this enchantment. So that puts you in a spot you cannot progress further the mine, and that means you cannot progress your crafting. And if you cannot progress your crafting, that means you cannot progress anywhere. So you are in a dilemma. But what you fail to notice is there are so much more possibilities of how to craft. Because of what you've been doing, you have basically been tunnel visioning the mines and failed to notice other crafting benches that you've been looking right at in your hideout. Oof. Okay, these stories become harder to make out because I'm running out of knowledge of the game. So while you're adventuring, you came across a divination card. And you're like, what is that? As you were trying to move it from your stash, or more like inventory, you accidentally right click it and opened it. And as you were reading it, and it said, oh wait a minute, that's actually good. I can use that on my warrior. What do I have that? Okay, I've been trying to do this story thing too much. I'm kinda picking up random stuff. Oh, almost rendered it. Wait, I think I need the strength. Yep, I definitely need the strength from my build. So this one, my warrior can have. I think he needs it, if I remember correctly. And this one. Okay, completed that, and actually, let me do this one. I just felt like it. I would say, as much as I was excited about the fact that a new season was released, I'm so disappointed how buggy it was. Like, yes, the magic find seems to be doing good again, but jeez, this. Magic Mind build is doing pretty good again, I was gonna say. I was contemplating doing Magic Mind build as a starter, but I remember I do not like magic find build as a single player. Solo player, I mean. Every time I've created a magic find, I've gotten all the stats required, all the items required to get a magic find, right? But every time on the map 1, I'm able to complete it because my damage and survivability is so low.
The blight is trying to spread. Put out new mycelium. New roots.
Like, how can I do magic find if I am not able to kill anything? Or survive at least long enough for me to kill them. Like, I've seen a lot of videos, oh, I have exact same items, exact same stats, but they doing the not exact same items. Like, I always have the scuff version of the item, and those that seems to be killing. Like, for example, half of the gear is magic find baseline gearing. Like, you need this specific unique item to increase your magic find, and on any specific ring to increase magic find as well. So the only thing that is changeable is, I believe it was necklace. And those necklaces, what they're using, are always high-end necklaces that are very expensive to get and are always almost broke. Every season. Also, mainly reasoning is I'm building multiple characters, and my amount of spending is pretty high because I'm getting tiny bit of currency. I would say, oh, let me use that on this character. Tiny bit currency, oh, let me use that on this character. So by doing that, I slowing my progression so much. But for me personally, I hate to play on something in the long term. Like, for example, this character, right? Eventually I'm gonna get tired of it. Like, tomorrow, for example, let's say that I don't want to play totem because I've been farming today, and I would like to play another different game character build, and doing that, it just after 2 days playing that character, I would think, oh, I would like to improve my this character because I've been having so much fun while doing that. As I'm improving that, I have to improve the other one as well. Like, it's like vicious cycle of being poor. But the thing is, only thing I have to do is just focus one character. Everything is solved. But I don't like that method. It's boring. Hours and hours and struggling, and all of a sudden hope for it would improve. Come on, give me the correct colors. No, no, no. It needs one more red. Fucking, I forgot. But I think that's my minion build. If I'm not mistaken. Let me leave it as it is for now. Hi. Did you sleep well? So the cat has been sleeping, and I've heard her that she's been exercising on her running wheel, and it seems she's starting to actually wake up. Actually, I do need to change my necklace. What does it need? I've been messing around with that necklace for so long. I didn't have any issues killing anything, so I thought the global critical strike multiplier was perfectly enough. But do I need the dexterity though? Yes. How much? 28. Okay, let me see what I need with the original build. Is suggesting me to get a what type of necklace? Cast speed increased, global multiplier, projectile speed and projectile damage enchantment with mark of the prey. Wait, where's the mark of the prey? Ah, fuck it. Let me Google it instead. Marked enemy 10% takes 10% increased damage. Marked enemy has 10% reduced accuracy rating. Okay. Let me see here. So what is suggesting me to get? Increased cast speed. Amulet. I'm looking at the market at the moment. Increased speed. What else? Global critical strike multiplier. Global critical strike multiplier. Let's see, we just do it with those two search. Okay, there's a lot. And then strength and dexterity. Strength and dexterity one seems to be a fail because it only goes to 20, the ones that are in the market, and they are expensive. The strength and dexterity. I will remove those and separate them. Strength, dexterity. No. Hi. 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 Are you bored? Okay. Yeah. You're so pretty. Yeah. Did you clean yourself? Yeah. Do you need brushing? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Without the strength and dexterity, let me look at projectile speed. Wait, do I even have the projectile speed enchantment? I don't think I do. I never use it. Projectile. There we go. Unveiling helmets and gloves and amulet. Oh wait, this is not it. Speed. Ow. Ow. Hi. Okay, let's see. What else does it need? Oh yeah, mark up the prey. Mark up the mark of prey, no? It's not there. Allocates. Oh, okay. Mock of the. There we go. There it is. Okay, let's have a look. There's 155. Yeah, let's just do that. That's 50, 55. 20, 40, 15. Why is it? Okay. I can meow back, you know that, right? Crap. So that means I need a new... Wait, can I even enchant it? No. Yeah, for now, let's just see if I... Oh, I cannot. Let's see. For now, I might have to save that. Okay, give me a moment. What time is it though? I do need... Okay, I do have an hour, 2 hours streamed, so I think this should be enough for today. I'll try pick around, get the recipe for the projectile speed stuff, and try to improve my gloves and boots with this amount. 23 chaos replacement. Hopefully I would get a usable upgrade. Anyway, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed. Be safe. Wash your hands often. Bye bye.